Hi and welcome to Chris the Canine Guy's channel. So my first video on this channel is going to be a sort of mini thought session, I suppose. Steve Jobs once said, "Remembering that you're going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart." It always gives me goosebumps still listening to it. It was, I think, a commencement address he made to Stanford University students a long time ago. Now, Steve Jobs, obviously, was at Apple and was involved in the creation of the iPhone. And those words really resonate with me because of my background. And, like most people, I've been around death and considered what that means. And I've been living a life that I thought I wanted because it was the kind of right thing to do. And I've been creating a sort of online coaching course for people my age, men my age, who are in a job that they essentially don't enjoy. They don't look forward to Mondays, and I'm helping them kind of break free of that and change their life while still managing to provide for their families. So I'm out walking my two dogs. I've got two spaniels, as you'll get to know, Loki and Darcy. And I'm out walking them the other day, and the sun's shining, and it's rather nice. And I'm considering while I walk my own life and my own circumstances, some of which I'll go into, and most of which I probably won't on this channel right now until I'm comfortable with it. But I wanted to share with you that I had this, I'm going to call it an epiphany or a realization that I wasn't living my life. And, like Steve said, remembering that you're going to die soon is that kind of reminder that we only really get one go. So I decided in that moment, crazy, to create Chris's Canines. On YouTube, it's Chris the Canine Guy, and I'm going to make a series of videos over the next, I don't know how long, and see how it goes, to try and help dog owners to understand their pets and to be able to, train their pets at home and, see how they behave and understand that behavior and respond in maybe a different way. So there's many people out there who love their dogs to death, but who find their dogs to be a challenge at times, much like children. And there are a set of principles that can be applied, like with all things in life. Generally speaking, doesn't work with everyone, of course, whereby you can have a more symbiotic relationship with your pet. And I think that sort of information would be useful for me. Now, here's the caveat. At the moment, I don't know a thing about dog training or about dog behavior or dog psychology, other than what I've picked up by having dogs myself for most of my adult life and my childhood, actually, and what I've seen on sort of dogs behaving very badly. And what was the one with Caesar in it? The Dog Whisperer. Two programs I absolutely love and have seen most of the episodes for, but I have noticed patterns in what they are doing with dogs, but most importantly, their owners. So is the problem the dog or the owner? Now, dog ownership since COVID has gone up in the UK by 44%. And I find it shocking, but not surprising, that the amount of dogs being handed over to rescue centres and rehoming centres and charities has also gone up by around the same number. And I want to change that. I want to do something about that, which is why I've created this channel. It's in tandem to my business. I don't really want it to sort of promote my business, because I live and I'm local in South Yorkshire and Doncaster, and this is my area. But YouTube is obviously a global platform. So it's more to do with helping people get over the issues that they have with their animals, with their dogs particularly, and be happier together and be able to share the space of the family home and the life that you have, rather than choosing to, a quite difficult decision, I'm sure, for most people, to give up your dog because you can't live with them any longer. So that's what this channel's about. Come with me on the journey. If if you're watching this and there are hundreds of videos, hopefully you can scroll back to the first one, and I will watch this video over and over again to make sure that the content that I'm recording and pushing out there is still useful and still as it was originally intended to do, which is to ultimately help dogs stay with their families and help families not have to give up their loved one, their pet. And hopefully that will make the world a better place, because ultimately I believe that we all need a dog in our life. We can learn a lot from dogs. So yeah, enjoy the journey. I know I will.